All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about a brand spanking new product, a brand spanking new dose called Hero Dose. This is our very first gummy that has 40 milligrams of Delta-9 THC hemp-derived per gummy. Now, the way that works essentially is this is a larger gummy. I'm gonna get into the details in a little bit. Before we do, make sure to follow along, subscribe to the channel if you love our videos, and give a little love in the comments if you don't mind. But to get back to the main attraction, if you will, we're talking about Hero Dose today. So this is our brand new line. I'm trying to hold all of them at once. This is our brand new line of gummies. It is by us, by Restart. So the same rules apply for all of our gummies, including Hero Dose. They're made with vegan ingredients. So we use pectin. There's no artificial dyes, no artificial flavorings. It's organic flavorings as well. So there's no red dyes, there's no yellow dyes, no blue dyes. And it's essentially the healthiest way to consume an edible out there. And the people have spoken, people love our freaking gummies. They love the flavor of them, the texture of them. Not just me, I'm not just talking about me because I mean, I'm biased a little bit. Obviously it's my company, but anything that I personally love to consume, I test out a lot of products, okay? When I go to dispensaries in legal states, when I go to other hemp dispensaries in my own state, it's really hard. I kind of am searching for something that's better and I've yet to find it. So I talk very highly about these because there's a lot of pride and joy that goes into the creation of these, and a lot that like you guys as customers really love to, and you've shared, whether it's a Google review, a Yelp review, you told us in person, at events, whatever it may be. You guys seem to really love the flavor and texture of our gummies. So the next big step for us is making something that's a little bit more of a macro dose, a hero dose, if you will. To explain this line a little bit further, we are now categorizing our gummies into micro, mid dose, if you will, like a normal dose, and then hero doses or macro doses. Those two terms are pretty interchangeable, a hero versus a macro dose. We choose to call them hero doses because that's what we see on the market. That's personally just what we resonated with. And we just liked the packaging. Our little sister co-founder helped create the packaging for this one. So you can shout out to Nika Tarabi on that one. She makes a lot of our labels. Actually, she makes all of our labels. Every single label you see on a product, she pretty much makes. Her or my older sister or myself, if I like to put my little toes into the water of label design. But this one came out a little bit different than our typical packaging, which is all white. This one has some blues, some reds, obviously a different font, but still our Restart logo at the top to let you know that it is ours and we back it 1,010%. To get kind of back into this hero dose, how we're able to do it, we're in Texas, we're in a hemp-derived legal state. In order to add X amount of Delta-9 THC to a product, your product has to weigh a certain amount, right? So less than 0.3% Delta-9 THC by dry weight. Therefore, and I will open this up to show you, comparing to like our regular gummies, our Hero Dose gummies are bigger. Quite bigger, because everything's bigger in Texas. So if you can see, this gummy is about like an inch and a half either side. She's a big one, okay? She's large and in charge because it has to be heavier, it has to weigh a certain amount in order for me to stay legally compliant and hold 40 milligrams of Delta-9 THC. To show you and compare what our normal gummies look like up to 20 milligrams, let me grab those really quickly. For a size comparison right next to one another, on this side in my left hand is our pomegranate 20 milligram gummy. On this side in my right hand are our Hero Dose cherry limeade gummies. And as you can see, it's much larger, but there are multiple reasons why we have to do that. Again, going back to legality, it has to weigh a certain amount to hold and legally be compliant for that 40 milligrams to be sold in our dispensary. Number two is if you think about how displacement is in weights, and if you add sugar to water, if you add ice to water, when you start to add that much distillate, that much Delta-9 or CBD or anything to a product, your product has to have, it has other ingredients. It has pectin, it has flavoring in it. You have to make sure that your gummy is a little bit larger so that it's majority gummy and it sticks together. I don't know how else to explain it other than in order to hold that much Delta-9, you have to have a larger gummy, not just from a legal standpoint, from just in a science standpoint of making it make sense.
Yes, science.
So this is the size comparison here. This one is about, I would say like an inch around. They're square cubed gummies. This one is about maybe like an inch and a quarter, inch and a half, and it is much larger for those reasons. So let's say you're someone with a bigger tolerance. Hero Dose is your girl. Let's say you're someone who just wants a good bang for your buck. You can cut this into quarters and you can get 10 milligrams per quarter versus buying a 10 milligram gummy. So there's lots of ways to consume. When it comes to Hero Dose, we have 3 different size options to choose from, starting with our single serve sample size. So there's 1 gummy in this container. It is pretty much the same packaging and it is resealable. So if you do want to try it and save onto it, you can cut it in quarters, cut it in half, put the rest in here and zip it back up and have it at a later time. But we sell these as singles just to test drive it, if you will. Our next size up is a 5-pack. So this 5-pack contains 5 Hero Dose gummies. So there is 200 milligrams total, 40 milligrams of Delta-9 per gummy. Now with Hero Dose, you don't take it lightly. They're a huge, huge dose. Don't underestimate a gummy. If you're new in general to cannabis, if you're new to consumption, if you just have a low tolerance, for me, 10 milligrams can feel like a lot just depending on, my day. So I would even start at 10 milligrams just like in the comfort of your home, see how it makes you feel, and then go up if you have a huge, large tolerance, which we really made this for the people who have a higher tolerance. Godspeed, go for it. If you want to consume 40 milligrams, I know some people very close to me who consume 40 milligrams, no freaking problem, and have the best time on it. But it's going to be really based on an individual basis for sure. Our largest size of Hero Dose is going to be our 10-pack. So there is 400 milligrams total of Delta-9 THC, 40 milligrams per gummy, 10 gummies total in this package. And you can get these all on our website. You can ship them to your state. You can come stop by at our dispensary in Austin, Texas. We're open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. And you can also do curbside pickup. So make sure to place your orders, test it out. The flavor itself is cherry limeade. It's very reminiscent of, if you've ever been to Sonic, you know what I'm talking about, like a Route 44, like cherry limeade in the summertime, perfect. So it's a little sour, a little sweet, and just like that little punch of sourness that is really, really nice in these gummies that I personally love. It's like one of my favorite flavors that we've created, and that's why we added it to our Hero Dose. And we actually do, as I'm filming this video, have another flavor coming out very soon. I can't tell you what it is. It's not finalized just yet, but just know we have another flavor coming out because these gummies in general have been very, very popular.
We're gonna make you popular.
And I think that speaks volumes to who our consumers are. You guys have higher tolerances, you request these things from us, and we're happy to provide yet another amazing gummy product. If you want to consume yourself, if you need to try out our Hero Dose, please do it. I don't know how else to say that, but let us know when you do. You can shop online, ship it to your state at our main website at restartcbd.com. You can also order off of our curbside site, pickup.restartcbd.com if you're local, or if you ever visit us in Austin, Texas, we have our dispensary in North Austin, and we would love to see you. If you try it out, take a pic, snap a video, and tag us on Instagram at restartcbd. And I think that's all I got. Cheers. Happy consumption, and we'll see you in the next video.